This is Kathy Biehl of EmpowermentUnlimited.net with a look at an influence that could be a lifeline for us, an emotional lifeline, a silver lining, maybe even a gold lining, and that is expansive, beneficent, bigger is better Jupiter in the sign of Cancer from June 8th, 2025 until July 30th, 2026. Jupiter travels through this sign every 12 years. So you can look back 12 years, 24 years, 36, 48, just keep it going for ideas of what happened other times that he went through this part of your chart when he warmed up this area of your life. Jupiter in Cancer increases our experience of or interest in nurturing in home, family, sharing things we love, in treating our own inner children with comfort and care. And Jupiter is getting a really interesting send off as he begins this time. He is making contact with a number of other planets that are going to christen his voyage, in a way of speaking, through this energy and give us ideas about how we can express it or orient us toward certain forms of expression. And indulgence is going to be high on that list. Jupiter is getting along with Venus, the ruler of all we value, the social director of the skies. He's in a sextile or an opportunity aspect to her. She's in the sign of Taurus, her home sign, very much involved with the here, now, what I can see, taste, feel, touch, take to the bank, physical experience, sensory experience, gardens, food, creativity, actual physical contact with other people, blending with Jupiter in Cancer and the emotional nurturing component getting greater and greater. At the same time, Mercury, how we communicate, is also in this very tender, sensitive, emotional mode. So that will increase the need for us to express ourselves and to process everything through our emotions with our love of home, comfort, and family being foremost. In his first week or two in the sign, Jupiter is going to clash with Saturn and Neptune at the very beginning of Aries, bringing a feistiness and a fieriness and maybe a sense of spiritual mission to our experience of nurturing and home and family. And Jupiter will be putting an emotional content into whatever Saturn and Neptune are doing in our charts and in our lives. As we go toward the middle of the month, Mars, ruler of our drive, gets into the picture, and then the sun fuses with Jupiter right after the solstice on the 24th. And this all sets the tone for what the next 12 months are going to be like in the Cancer portions of our charts. How can you make use of it now? It's a chaotic world out there, and these influences point to something that might A, make your fighting worthwhile, make the chaos worth dealing with, and B, give you comfort despite the chaos, give you a place of refuge and solace. And here are some ways you can take all of these co-mingling influences that Jupiter will be amplifying and make a comfy place in your life, make a safe place in your life. Indulge in love, indulge in nurturing, indulge in your home, nest, pay attention to the comfort level of your surroundings, fluff pillows, hang out on the couch, take comfort in the physical presence of soft, comfy, comforting objects and plush toys, stuffed animals, real animals, and people, if you've got some of those around. Indulge in, sink into whatever feeds you. Go out into nature. People are always saying that, but you might find it really, really nurturing at this point. Go out in nature, hang out in gardens, work in your garden if you have that kind of capability. Go to farmers markets, bring flowers into the house, surround yourself in natural beauty, immerse yourself in natural beauty. And that extends to the bounty of the earth and food. What is fresh and available at this point? How can you take comfort in the bounty of nature and even better, share it with other people? Besides fresh foods, perhaps make comfort food. What is your comfort food? Is it pie? Is it donuts? Is it cookies? Is it ice cream? Is it all of the above? Is it chocolate? Is it pasta? Is it cheese? Are you hating me at this point? Is this video turning into porn for you? Is it bread? Can you bake bread? Can you bake bread with your hands rather than in a bread machine? Can you make bagels? I've been doing that lately. It's magic to watch the yeast proof and then have your dough turn into something that looks like what you usually pay someone to hand over the counter to you. Maybe make enough that you can share it. I am reminded of a sunshine squad in a group that I was once part of. Whenever somebody in the group would have surgery or have a family crisis, the sunshine squad would step in and people would take shifts of bringing food, of bringing already prepared foods in enough quantities that the recipient could have it for more than one meal or to share with her entire family. Art and music are also part of this. Engaging in your artistic streak is something that might be very helpful for you right now. You can lose yourself in the creative process and escape from the outside world. A lot of people have crafts that were fun and important to them when they were a lot younger, and maybe see if there isn't something from your own past, even if it's just doodling in a sketchbook or putting stickers on things or playing with rubber stamps. That used to be really, really big. Journaling, playing with books and putting art all in them. Beading was one of the things I used to do quite a bit. I made all of these necklaces. I like to wear a whole bunch of them at once because I'm a very Jupiterian personality. Bigger is better. I also like to wear a lot of bracelets, and lately I have been wearing some from a company in Northern California called Otter Spirit. I've mentioned it to you before. The most recent ones I have received from them are garnet, which is my birthstone, and sodalite, this blue, and then rainbow tourmaline. You can see they're very, very big stones and they have multiple sizes so you can get something that actually fits your wrist. This is the only company that I have ever agreed to be an affiliate for, and I do get approached for this more than you might think. I encourage you to go to their site, otterspirit.com. They have beautiful, beautiful products, and you can use Aquarian 20 to get 20% off. I would get a small commission on it, just so you know. And two more things about Otter Spirit real quick. One is that the company actually backs wild otter conservation efforts, which strikes me as a really appropriate Jupiter in Cancer endeavor. And second, I like the product so much that I've actually purchased some myself. And in fact, my order came in while I was editing this video, and I have leopard skin, red jasper, and golden tiger eye, which are going to go really nicely when I mix them in with the other ones. Don't stop at that. Make your own beads, finger paint. Fill planters with your own planting arrangements, arrange flowers, go in the kitchen, bake, decorate things, and make music. Find the songs of your childhood, especially things that maybe your family sang with you, or if that's a hot button, no problem. But there are certainly songs that you ran through your head a lot when you were a kid. Sing songy things, stuff you and your friends would make up, things that played on the radio, or depending on what your age is, that you heard while you were growing up. Make up songs. And speaking of music, the music playing in the background is by me and a very dear friend of mine. The song is called Beauty is Its Own Excuse. The singer, John Michael Albert, wrote it based on a Ralph Waldo Emerson poem about the rhodora, and I'm playing guitar. Cocoon. Cocoon. Jupiter in Cancer is encouraging you to take comfort and refuge in your home, and that includes Earth, Mother Earth. Hang out in your home. This planet is your home. And remember that it's a place you can take comfort and refuge in, no matter what your fellow inhabitants are up to at any given moment.
And court the flowers that cheapen his array. Oh, Dora, if the sages ask thee why thy charm is wasted on the earth and sky, tell them, dear, that if eyes were made for seeing, then beauty is its own excuse for being. Why, thou wert there, O rival of the rose, I never thought to ask, I never knew. But in my simple ignorance suppose the self-same power brought me there, brought you. In May, when sea winds pierced our solitudes, I found the fresh rhodora in the woods, spreading its leafless blooms in a damp nook to please the desert and the sluggish brook. Rhodora, if the sages ask thee why thy charm is wasted on the earth and sky, tell them, dear, that if eyes were made for seeing, then beauty is its own excuse.